Hey, what's up you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Spider-Man Miles Morales video, and today what I got for you guys here is some really exciting news. We got the second pre-order bonus suit for the game officially revealed, and it's exactly what you think it is. We got some screenshots of the suit, some brand new gameplay showing full-on free roaming in Spider-Man Miles Morales, as well as some character bios to go over. Before we get into everything though, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if at any point you enjoy the video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it. It would show your support and I would really appreciate it. So if you enjoy the video at any point, leaving a like rating would be awesome. And if you're new here and you're looking forward to Spider-Man Miles Morales or Spider-Man Remastered for the PlayStation 5, then I got you covered. I'm making videos on all the news, updates, trailers, gameplay, my reactions, my inevitable Let's Play when the game does launch, and so much more. Anything and everything you want to know about both those games, I got your back, so if you'd like to, you can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be immediately notified when a video goes live. And with all that said, let's get into this. So early this morning, it was finally revealed, something that's been leaked and something that we have pretty much known about for a little while now, but also, even if you didn't know about the leaks, we knew this was coming. The Spider-Verse movie suit for Miles was revealed. And alongside that, over on the Marvel YouTube page, there was a ton of gameplay that was showcased with the suit in action. And holy crap, Insomniac has outdone themselves. Now granted, it's not the one I was hoping for, so I am a little upset about that. I wanted the suit with the hoodie and the Jordans, but still, I'm glad we're getting the suit in some way, shape, or form in this game. And they're doing it just like they did in Spider-Man PS4 with the Spiderverse suit then, but this time around, they're taking it a step even further. So not only is the suit designed so that it's supposed to look like it's coming from the movie and being imported into the game, but it also has the choppy frame rate from the film as part of a suit mod for this costume. So yes, if you want to turn that off, you absolutely can. It's just a suit mod, and that actually makes me wonder if that's something that can be applied to any of the costumes in the game. There's even the comic bubbles that pop up when you hit some people sometimes. I cannot believe how all out Insomniac went with this suit. Kind of makes me wonder if they're going to add some sort of free update for Spider-Man PS4, or at least add this in Spider-Man Remastered where Peter's Spider-Verse suit gets the same treatment. And as I mentioned at the top of the video, the Spider-Verse suit for Miles is a pre-order bonus. So if you pre-ordered Spider-Man Miles Morales, you're going to get access to the tracksuit and the Spider-Verse suit instantly. That does not mean though that they are paid suits. If you bought the game 3 months up to a year down the road, you're still going to be able to unlock these suits just through in-game progression. This is exactly what they did with Spider-Man PS4, same system here, nothing to worry about. The only benefit of pre-ordering is that you get access to the suits right off the bat. There was also some HD screenshots that were revealed when this costume was put out. You're seeing them cycle through on screen right now, and there really isn't much else for me to say besides the fact that Insomniac did a bang up job. This is especially amazing for people out there who just got introduced to the character of Miles Morales through the animated film. To be able to experience this game with the costume is something I'm sure a lot of people will find to be very special. The last thing that I wanted to mention from this gameplay, and it doesn't really have anything to do with the suit, but rather just something you're going to be able to do in Spider-Man Miles Morales, and that's the air tricks. I believe it was James Ham, who is the senior animator working at Insomniac, who kind of teased that there are going to be more than 6 different kinds of air tricks you can do within Spider-Man Miles Morales, and some of them were showcased in this video. What I really like about the difference between the tricks that Miles is doing versus what Peter does is how much quicker he is. I wonder if that has to do because of the choppy frame rate, or if it really is just that fast, and I guess we'll find out the answer to that in just 2 weeks when the game comes out. Moving on though, when you go to the PlayStation website and you look at the game itself and scroll down, you can see that there are all new character bios for 4 characters that show up in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now there really isn't anything here we haven't already heard of through Game Informer's coverage, but we do get a look at some of the character renders in the game, at least in a higher quality than we have previously. First up, we got Miles Morales. You're seeing the character model on screen, looking good. The description for the character on the website reads as follows. Miles Morales is the newest Spider-Man in Marvel's New York. Following the untimely death of his father, Miles was introduced to Peter Parker, who quickly became his friend and mentor. When Miles was bitten by his own genetically modified Oscorp spider, he developed unique powers, and after months of convincing, Peter agreed to train him. Miles begins the next chapter of his life in East Harlem, where he's faced with a torrent of new responsibilities, maintaining friendships, having a politician in the family and balancing life at home and life as a hero. As a looming power struggle threatens to destroy the city, he'll need to take up the Spider-Man mantle and make it his own or risk losing everything. Up next, we got Rio Morales, and the description for the character reads that she is Miles' mother and a breakout candidate in the upcoming New York City Council race. After the death of Miles' father, Rio and Miles moved back to East Harlem, where she was born and raised. She's a fierce advocate for her beloved community and is always looking out for her friends and neighbors. As Roxxon Energy Corporation begins construction of their sprawling new East Harlem facility, Rio has emerged as a community leader, going toe-to-toe with the corporate giant as she fights to preserve her vibrant home. Then after that, we got Genki Lee, who's got some pretty cool comics in his hand, I might add. Genki Lee is Miles Morales' best friend and trusted confidant. Genki is a lifetime Harlem resident and student at Brooklyn Vision's Academy, where he works to hone his craft as a software developer and provides Miles with much needed support. Genki's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app seeks to revolutionize the way New Yorkers interact with superheroes. And then last but certainly not least, we have Peter Parker in all his brand new looking glory, if you will. And the description for the character reads that he is the original Spider-Man and superhero mentor of Miles. After the traumatic death of Miles' father, Peter set Miles up with a volunteer job at Feast, inadvertently triggering a chain of events that would leave Miles with superhuman powers comparable to his own. In the days since, Peter has reluctantly agreed to take Miles under his wing as his web-slinging protege, helping the young hero learn to control his powers and imparting whatever life advice he can. As Peter joins MJ abroad on an assignment to cover the Symkarian peace talks for the Daily Bugle, he'll entrust Miles to serve as the city's sole Spider-Man until he returns. And you can see there a bit of a higher quality look of that Peter Parker design. We saw this specific render in Game Informer, but again, we're seeing it in higher quality here. And I know we've got our opinions on it and everyone has something to say about the redesign, but again, if you want to provide some criticism or your thoughts in general, let's try to keep it civil. There's just no reason to be harassing or attacking any of the developers at Insomniac Games because of a brand new face in a video game. Like, come on. And with all that being said, I now want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. First of all, the Spiderverse suit. How excited are you to finally see it in action? There is a ton of unedited, uninterrupted gameplay for you guys to check out, so I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can watch that with the audio and everything and just see the suit in all its glory. Also, be sure to let me know your thoughts on those character bios, and if you enjoyed today's video, if you could consider leaving a like rating on it, it would show your support and I would really appreciate it. I'm Caboose, and you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those links are going to be in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys later.